Hello, I'm Claude Hay from BeHealing.com, and this is the energy update for all signs for Saturday, the 18th of September 2021. I hope you're doing well. I have a live show 3 times a week here on YouTube. It's called Psychic Cafe. Would love to see you in there. You can get mini reads from your higher self. So if you've got a burning question from your higher self, come along in there. I also do channeling for the collective as well. If you're interested in a private reading with me, they're available from my website, behealing.com. You can find a link for that in the description box below and also one up there as well. So let's see what energies we've all got going on today for the collective. Saturday. Past lives, a past life connection. Could be feeling inexplicably drawn to someone, is what I just heard. Oh, inexplicably drawn to somebody because you've had a past life with them. Strong energies between you and someone else here. A vision, someone that you've dreamed about and flow, and then they flow in. It's that deja vu kind of thing. Serendipity or deja vu when you've kind of dreamed of someone. You maybe don't remember the dream. They come into your life and you're like, I've dreamed this, or I've already lived this. It's that deja vu feeling. Oh. Or you get a deja vu feeling and it's not someone new, it's just a situation you've just kind of picked up on the energies of what is in the future, a prediction kind of a dream, and then when it plays out you're like, hang on a minute, I dreamed about this the other day. Very interesting. So tell us what this is all about. What's this all about, guides? Ace of Pentacles, an offer. You knew it was going to happen, or the way that the offer comes in, you knew it was going to happen like that. You dreamed of it. That's a golden opportunity as well, the golden opportunity for something. So you might bump into someone today and it'll just be a bit spooky. The Lovers, could be a lover bumping into a lover. Hierophant, spiritual lessons there, doing things the traditional way as well. And the High Priestess, intuitively you knew it. This is the dream, the vision thing. Oh, wow. Those 3 cards were out in the energy update yesterday, so interesting that they all popped out together there. So tell us about this Ace of Pentacles here. It's divine timing for something. It's the golden opportunity, the golden moment there. There's a lot of spooky energy today. Deja vu, or things just aligning in the weirdest way ever. You knew it was coming as well. Ton of inspiration to put the burdens down. I'm getting a tower kind of a feeling from these energies today, like maybe bumping into someone because it's the perfect opportunity to put down this baggage, to put down these burdens, or the situation is such that you can do nothing else but sort something out. It's like what happens in a movie when 2 people are kind of avoiding each other, but then they bump into each other in a doorway, smashing into each other, or 2 people are like drawn to each other, but they're too shy to connect, and then there's an accident, a traffic accident, they actually bump into each other like that. There's something like that going on today, but it's so that you can put these burdens down. It's like the ideal situation, and you saw it coming. The golden opportunity to put some burdens down, to confront something, or to the universe causing a confrontation to happen that needed to happen because you weren't making that confrontation yourself. For some of you, it's that. I finally got to say it in the way that I wanted to say it. Tell us why. Ace of Pentacles and Son of Inspiration. Weren't you making a move on something? Weren't you being brave enough? Self-love and divine timing. It's divine timing is all. It's just divine timing. And so you've been busy self-loving kind of thing. Maybe that's why you've not been making a move toward it. Because who would? It feels a little bit conflicty, this. Something that needs to be faced, talked through, something like that. But you've been doing the self-loving thing. Now it's the divine timing to step forward in that. So it feels to me like you've done the right thing in not forcing this and But now the universe is like, okay, it's time. It's time. The lovers. Is it the lover that you're bumping into here? Yes. Eight. Right. So this is true for some of you. A lover who has been bound by something, unable to see you, or unavailable in some way because they're bound to something. The sun is like freedom and the inner child coming out. So it seems like they've made a choice to set themselves free, is what I'm getting from this. And then you bump into them to offload your burdens onto them. You didn't confront this person before because they were bound. They were bound. So you felt bound in that situation. Nothing you can do about it. It was their call, kind of thing. They needed to let go of something. So you were just doing the self-love thing. Now it's divine timing, because it's perfect timing. Because, this reminds me, when I was breaking up with my husband years and years ago, my ex-husband. When I was breaking up, when I made that decision, which took me 2 years to make, but when I did it and told him, the next day, I had a few people contact me out of the blue, suddenly thinking about me. Um, Friends from years ago, close friends from years before that, and also an ex-lover as well. They could feel it in my energy, right? And they all reached out to me. It's that kind of a thing here. But I feel like it's the universe. I don't feel it's you. I feel you're self-loving here. The lover is going through something, current lover, ex-lover, something like that, someone you want to be a lover, but they've been bound by something. They're freeing themselves, or have just freed themselves. Universe puts you together because it's divine timing to do that, for you to then voice your burdens. How maybe they're voicing, now I'm free. You're voicing, this really hurt. This is my side of things. That kind of thing. It's for you to offload in a way. Your part in it. Reunion of souls is behind that. Wow. So it really is. It's that revolving doors moment. I don't know why I wanted to say that, because I don't know why you can't bump into each other in revolving doors, can you? But that's what I was getting. That's what the image that I was shown is, a revolving door. But I told you it's people opening the door and bumping into each other. It was actually a revolving door that I saw, but I couldn't imagine how you'd bump into someone in a revolving door because you're both going the same way. The Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? Ace of Emotions, because there's a lot of feeling behind this. Past lives, yeah, a lot of feeling behind this. And the Five of Voices, it's been a nightmare. It's been a chaos and conflict, and there's been a lot to this, and it's caused you a lot of emotions, and those are the emotions that need to come out. And you need to, yes, you haven't confronted it in the past, you haven't burdened them with it, you haven't released your burdens onto them, but you need to do that. You need to share, you need to talk this out. There's talking involved today with a lover. Don't just gloss over it, you need to tell. You need to say the pain. It needs voicing, that pain. There's a spiritual lesson in this, so you might have been quiet about that before. You might have been shouldering those burdens yourself, holding it all inside, and not sharing that before. You might have learned to do that, that your feelings aren't important. As long as you're together, that's it. You can swallow those emotions from the past, even though it really hurt you. And when we do that, when we push emotions down, then it festers and it hurts us on the inside. It comes out eventually. In the relationship, it will come out eventually and might even destroy the relationship. So it's important to de-burden yourself today. It's that one. It's not these. It's all good. So that it can be all good. You see, if there's an elephant in the room, it doesn't help by not speaking about the elephant in the room. Very much a feeling here of, you might have been taught, maybe as a child, we don't talk about that in this family. We sweep it under the rug. Nobody mentions the elephant in the corner of the room. And you're playing it out over and over again, and it's actually been undermining your relationships. It's time not to do that today. Don't do it. High Priestess, what's this? The intuition thing. She's got her eyes closed there, but really they're open. Like, you see? She's seen it clearly now. I can see clearly now the rain's gone. Really? Okay. 3 cards behind that. What? Oh, 4 cards behind that. The Muse of Materials, the stable one. The 3 of Inspiration, a new path. A new path opening up. Not the way that you've done things before, a new path, a new approach. The Emperor taking control of things now. And the Hermit. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, so the High Priestess intuitively knew that there was some kind of a stable connection going on here. The Muse of Materials, the stability in that, but it needs to be approached from a different way. The 3 of Inspiration here, a new path, a different way of doing things. It's a quieter way of doing things, the Hermit here, but it's more taking charge of that, the Emperor. So intuitively, I think this is saying, like, intuitively you knew you had to take charge of this, but you knew not to confront, not to push it, because your person was bound here by something else. They needed to unbind themselves, and then it frees you up to offload onto them your emotions and what it's done to you, to take control in that way. Now it's like, now is the time to take control. Now is the time to speak out your part in it here. Now you've got your soapbox kind of thing. It's your soapbox moment with this person. Now, this could be someone from the past. You need to clear things up, and it could be, and you just, like, it's not someone that you're going to get together with, but you do need to say how you felt in that situation. You know, this, yeah, it could be an ex coming back in saying, oh, I'm free now. Do you want to get together? You're like, no, I've moved on. But I need to tell you what that did to me. Could be someone that lied to you about, you know, they could have lied to you saying that they were free or something like that. But this is the perfect opportunity, the golden opportunity to speak what you've been through, what they put you through in a way. But we've got the intuition here. It's almost like there weren't solid foundations. There wasn't no stability there. There's a new because you did things the way that you did things before, the way that things that don't work out. For some of you, that's what it is. It's about an ex coming back in. It's a no-go, but it's a you having this golden opportunity to release and tell them what that did to you. And maybe, you know, maybe they won't do it to someone else. If we're talking about a liar here who pretended that they were free when they weren't, or someone that wasn't emotionally available. It's important to do that, to express ourselves. You know, it's like I told an ex-boyfriend who we're like best friends now, in a way. We were, but I'm not anymore, you know, because he would just offload all of his stuff to me. And I said to him, like, do you talk about this stuff to anyone else? And he said, well, no, I used to talk to my mum about it, and she's not here anymore, so it's just you. And I said, you know that that's not all right to dump all of that on a woman. Like, talk to your friends about it, share it out with others. It's like, no, me and my friends don't talk about things like this, just you. I'm like, no, it's not okay. It's not okay to do that. Women aren't your dumping ground. And it was important for me to have that conversation with him, to make him even think about that, because he hadn't been aware of it, you know, that's what he was doing. And I think many men, and maybe many women, are doing that too. Is women are capable of taking the emotional burdens like this, and so we dump it on them, and it's not okay. I'm not saying, like, don't tell anyone, but I'm saying that the emotional burden should be shared, not one person here. Got Ascension here with this, the High Priestess, and taking charge of this. I don't know. Ascension, anyway, you're raising your vibration, you are leveling up, you're ascending because of this. It's important. It's like I'm connecting it with the energies of yesterday, that empowerment step that we had yesterday. I think it's connected. It feels like it to me. What's going on in our love lives today? What's going on in the romance department for everybody today? Release your ex. I felt it. I felt it. For a lot of you, this is about an ex coming back in, and they're like delusional of thinking, oh, I'm available now. It's like, really? After all you put me through? Pretending that you were available when you weren't. It's a release. It's a release of your emotions on in directed in the right way, not on your friends or your family or whatever, your emotional support, but the person who did it. Yeah, the person who put you through that, they need to hear it. This unburdening of your emotional stuff today, it's the self-loving thing to do. It's divine timing to dump it on them, give it back to the person who dealt it. It's theirs, hand it over to them. This is what you did. This is what you did to me. This is how you made me feel. If you had trouble releasing this ex, this today, this moment today, the one that you bump into, remember, it's the universe that is causing this to happen. This isn't saying um, go and pursue those exes and give them what for. It's not about that. Wait until the universe puts them in front of you like that, and then stay optimistic about your love life. You know why? You know why this? Because whenever something like this happens, it means it's time to let it go now because you've got someone new coming along. So let that bring you faith. Let that bring you hope and be optimistic about your love life because these kind of things happen when we're ready. It means that we're ready to move on and to release that and to move on. So, good thing. It's a good thing. Has that ever happened to you? Like an ex gets in touch or whatever, and then you release that straight away afterwards you meet someone really important. Meditate and contemplate. Think about what it is that you want to say before this happens. Because, and of course, you know, you don't know who this is going to be. It's someone from your past life. But you don't know which one it's going to be. So think about it beforehand, what you'll say to each person, what you need to say to each person. Meditate and contemplate that, because the last thing you want to do is bump into this person, then not get out all that you need to get out, and then be thinking about it later and going, oh, I should have said that to them. Should have told them this. So you want to get it all out. Release, yes. So it's a letting go day today. And we are 3 days off from a full moon. So it's the full moon energies coming out already. You have the ability to give over unwanted energies to the loving forces of the universe, but it's not just giving it over to the universe, because sometimes we don't need to do that. Sometimes this is a spiritual bypass. I'll just hand it to the universe and I won't deal with it myself. And I won't tell this person what it is that they're doing, and I won't tell them how they make me feel. I'll just hand it to the universe. Don't do that. Don't spiritually bypass. Hand it to the one who dealt it. It's called karma. It's not like we're dishing out karma to other people, like vengeful or anything like that, but we're telling the right person the right information so that they've got feedback so that they can learn from it. Whether they learn from it or not is not your responsibility. It's your responsibility to speak your truth, your side of things, because that's your karma. If you never speak up about it, never empower yourself, you're going to keep on repeating those patterns. You're going to keep on attracting people that do the same thing over and over again. And you're going to say, how come? How come this keeps on happening to me? How come I keep on being a victim to this and these people? It's because you're not finishing off that lesson. You're not playing the part that the universe needs you to play to teach these people what it is that they're doing. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Someone watching you. The butterfly, relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child and growth. Healing the inner child and growth. There it is. What I was saying there about the sun. So you've got this chance to evolve, to learn, to grow today, and do something which might feel like a confrontation, but it's not. The universe has lined it up for you. It's perfect time to release because you've got something new coming in, and this energy needs to be out of you so that you're not re-manifesting something similar. It's fruitful. This is going to bear fruit. I told you, there's something coming after this. It's going to bear fruit. Something about solid foundations there, that king of materials that we got out there, the muse of materials. Something needs solid foundations, and so you need to have solid foundations in yourself. You're not going to have that if you've got murky stuff from the past that you haven't spoken out and expressed. True offering and body. Yeah. You know what I'm getting from this? Like, be true to yourself and release those emotions. And so tell them about it. But then don't hold it in your body after that. So, you know how it feels like a confrontation. And so when you're speaking all of these emotions out, it might leave you in an emotionally unsettled place in your body, like you've just had a fight or something. And you know, when ducks have a fight, have you ever seen them? They have a fight. Well, as they're swimming away from each other, paddling away from each other, they'll shake the wings vigorously. They'll release that energy from their body. So you might need to go and punch a punch bag or go for a run or release that energy somehow from your body after this happens. Expend that energy. Running is a good way to do it. So it's like a cortisol thing, you know, the stress of speaking that out, the emotions. It's good that the emotions have come out, but you might still be holding something in your body, the stress. That's why they do it. It's the cortisol thing. We get the fight or flight. Cortisol is running through our body. We need to release that because we've spoken out emotionally, but that's not going to release the cortisol. It'll still be running through our bodies. Then run. Then go for a run. True offering. Why true offering? Yeah, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering? May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown? You're moving on from this, but be sure to release it from your body as well. That's a really important thing for some of you to hear there. When you get that antsy feeling afterwards, when you still got that stress, you might usually deal with situations like that when you've still got the stress inside of you by just doing the same thing. You've already talked to them about it, but you might call up a friend and tell them about it. Well, you're doing exactly the same thing. The best thing to do is go for a run or pick up heavy things and put them down again, or jump up and down or punch a punch bag. Get yourself to the gym and do something like that. That will release it from the body if you're holding on to those things. Okay, let's get some of these out. Tell us more about today. This is a long one, it is. Yeah, wish will not be granted. That's what I'm feeling. Some of you, you're like, no, I'm not going to tell them that. I want them back. No, that's not going to be granted. This is a release. This is a release. You're highly thought of. I feel like this is someone coming in. There's someone new coming in. And this is the release. Problems to be resolved. That's what it is. There's a problem to be resolved. There's something that was never addressed properly or resolved before. It was never spoken out. You took those burdens on, and it's time to release those burdens today. And bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Awesome. So good things come from this. Not that bread's particularly good, but I don't eat it myself. Okay, it's energies. So think of a yes or no answer question because I've got a red and a green crystal in here. Just a bit of fun. Have a question in your mind. I'll pull one of them out very shortly. You think of that while I'm getting some more cards out here. So how best can we deal with these energies today? How best can we deal? 10 of Wands again. Put those burdens down. By bedtime, when you go to bed today, you don't want any of those burdens still going around in your mind. It's the day to release them here. Wow, it's powerful. Release them to the right person as well. Don't just bump into that person, say nothing to them, and then go on at your friend, your best friend about it. You got to release it to those who dealt. It's their stuff. It's their lesson. It's your lesson too. You've got to pardon it too. Your pardon it is about this. The confrontation, maybe the avoidance of confrontation, that kind of thing. So deburden yourself in the right place. 6 of Rings here, generosity and assistance. The universe is helping you today to do just that. So think of your yes or no answer question now. Pause the video if you're not ready, because I'm about to get your answer out. The answer is yes. It's the green crystal. Yes, go for it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Love hearing from you guys. And consider clicking on that subscribe button along with that notification bell as well. Notification bell hopefully, we'll let you know when I'm going live too in Psychic Cafe. I would love to see you in there and answer your questions for your higher selves, for your higher selves. Yes. So have the best day ever. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.